What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of The Grid and their Electric Head album, 1990. Thank you again to Kim for providing this and much else. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time and listen to 3 tracks, only one of which is a song. So we're going to start with Beautiful and Profound. It's 10 seconds long, which it's amusing to me to call something which is surely not a proper piece of music, or if it is, it's ephemeral beyond belief. But to call something that's 10 seconds long beautiful and profound is already a bit amusing. Then there's This Must Be Heaven, which is like 4.5 minutes long or something, so that's presumably a proper track. And then the final thing we're going to hear is called Machine Delay, and that's 9 seconds long. So again, I expect that to be a non-musical interlude or something to that effect. So to take the middle track and the seemingly proper song in this grouping for title analysis, I will say This Must Be Heaven suggests a utopian environment where someone is convinced that maybe they weren't aware of dying, maybe they think they're still in a terrestrial setting, or they are somewhere that should be more mixed, like Earth, like the universe seems to be, but they're so convinced at the optimism or indeed optimal quality of wherever they are that they are saying this must be heaven. Now, of course, must be arguments suggest a lack of clear understanding or knowledge, because you wouldn't have to make such a statement if there was clear empirical or other evidence to indicate something. So to say this must be heaven is to be a bit confused, but also confident, or at least suspecting that there is a very utopian environment, even if it's maybe out of place. So I do wonder how much or how many, depends on how you define the plural lyrics, but yes, how many lyrics we'll get, because it seems like a lot of their tracks are dance floor based, and thus, lyrics in those types of tunes tend to be less central, or they tend to be smaller in terms of the amount of them on the page, even if there can still be significant meaning. So I'll have to see what I can catch. This is The Grid. First we're going to hear Beautiful and Profound, then This Must Be Heaven, followed by Machine Delay.
So profound, and so beautiful, so profound, and so beautiful, so profound, and
Hey. I like that. some secondary and higher synth bass that it just stopped.
Reaching for an angel. I see the joy shining bright in your eyes tonight. Na 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 na, yeah. This must be heaven.
That little trumpet riff.
Na na na, yeah. This must be heaven. Heading up to paradise, reaching for an angel. To see the joy shining bright in your eyes tonight. Na 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 na, yeah. This must be heaven. Na 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 na, yeah. This must be heaven. Na 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 na, yeah. This must be heaven. Na na na, yeah. This must be heaven. Na na na, yeah. This must be heaven.
So that last part, that harp or pseudo harp, that was the machine delay. But yeah, is it okay? It is stopped. I think it's just my computer making noise. Because I wondered, there was like a subtle machine sound. I was like, wait, maybe this is still the machine delay. But yeah, so again, we have a bit of that disco flavor. It's, you can tell it's not like 70s disco because there's some sounds that just sound like a little bit later. And again, I love, there's that deep bass, but then there was that higher, more like metallic synth bass line that I really enjoyed. And then the more like bright melody on top of that. But yeah, it definitely has still a bit of that disco flavor, and I think that was contributed to by the trumpet part. Trumpet part's great. I like every time that came back, that was a real joy, and it was, making me think of Louis Armstrong and, some famous trumpet players. But yeah, ultimately it sounds like this heaven or this place or experience that must be heaven is being with this other person and, reaching out to touch an angel and seeing the light in their eyes and, feeling warm and fuzzy and like you're in this perfect place that, you have a, cocoon from the world outside. So it feels like the place that must be heaven is whatever physical place, whatever emotional place, and whatever interpersonal space exists between the narrator and the person being sung to. And we do get the lead male voice, also a very nice backing female voice, like singular, and then in the more like chorus parts, it feels like there's multiple female voices. But I particularly enjoyed the backing single female voice because there's a couple moments where she hit some really nice delivery or some really nice melodies. So yeah, a fun tune, another one that, has this groovy dance floor feel, not like intense dance floor, not like super powerful, but smooth and graceful, but again, with a bit of the like kinetic energy of a disco track. So a very fun one, beautiful and profound. It almost sounded like an announcement in an airport or something, except the words being used weren't what you would typically hear over a PA system. And then the machine delay, as I said, it sounded like a looped electronic harp or something that sort of, brought us out of whatever idyllic dream space we were in with this other person. So yeah, it feels like that was actually a nice sequence to go through. So yeah, a very cool album, and one that, again, has a bit more of a like throwback dance floor flavor than I would have expected from a 1990 album, and yet one that has enough electronic synth and synth bass work that it does feel like it could be an outgrowth of some of the soft cell stuff, perhaps not the more intense and dire soft cell material, but again, it feels like you can tell Dave Ball's hand is involved in some of these sonics. So yeah, just another cool sequence of tracks, one song, and I'm looking forward to the remainder of the album. Thank you again to Kim for not only the music but also the patience. Do let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.